I want to quickly show you a pro feature in Claude Code that's fun and useful, and perhaps, again, inspired by OpenClaw. I'm going to demo one of the skills that comes built into Claude Code called Loop that lets you run Claude in the background on a cycle continuously so that it can be constantly researching something or checking something. And I also want to take this opportunity to show you a little bit more about skills, and in particular, how you can use skills to run scripts, something that people sometimes call code mode. Let's get into it. And I'm working in a GitHub repo called Pounce, and I'll put the instructions below for how to get to this repo, how to clone it locally, should you want to follow along. And of course, a lot of the material that I'm doing here assumes that you may be already on my Coding Agents course on Claude Code, which also has a link right below. Okay, so within Pounce, I want you to start by looking in this folder .claude, which is where you can put various things, including skills. And we're going to look into the skills right now. Within the skills folder, you have subdirectories, subfolders for every skill that you want to equip Claude with for this project. And in my case, I only have one, and it's called Notify. And it's representing a skill so that Claude can send me a push notification. And I've explained that in the single file skill.md, a markdown file that you put within your folder within the skills folder. That's how it works. But in addition, you can also write some functionality and put that in a subdirectory called scripts, like I have here. And I'm going to show you how this works. So within scripts, I've actually set up a little UV project, and I've written a little program called notify.py. And let me show you what notify.py does. It's very simple. It quite simply makes a push message. It sends a push notification using pushover.net, something I use a lot on many of my courses. Very simple way to send a push notification to my phone. And this function is just one that will just send it based on some keys, a pushover token and a pushover user that I've put in my .env file right there. So it loads in the .env file and it can send a push notification based on whatever is passed in as a parameter to this script. And to make this real for you, I can call this script directly. It's just a Python script. I can say uvrun.claude/skills/notify/scripts, which is the folder it's in, and then notify.py, and pass in the thing that I want it to notify me. Let's say bananas. And then my phone goes bing, and I see bananas on the screen. It works. I can be notified about the word bananas, and you can use this script to notify you about anything. And so the idea is we can write a skill that tells Claude Code to run a script. And doing so is what we call code mode. And it's like a simple version of MCP servers, but just done through skills. And that's what we're going to do now. So I'm going to go to this skill.md file, and we're going to write this skill.md file to tell it how to run that script. And there are two sections to a skill.md. The top section, which is sometimes called the front matter, is where you describe what this skill is all about. You can give it lots of different fields. We're just giving it a name and a description. The name is notify. The description is sends a push notification to the user. And by the principle that's called progressive disclosure, which we cover on the course, Claude will only read the rest of this file if it feels like it needs to, according to this description. So if it needs to send a push notification to the user, then it will load in this. And it says to send a push notification, run the following script, passing in the message you want to send. And this is the script, uvrun wherever we are right now, /scripts/notify, and then put the actual message to send the user. You don't need to be too specific. You can trust that Claude will get the idea, will know what you mean. You can just put it in this style using natural language to explain what it needs to do. And as a pro tip for this, note this use of base dir here. That is a way of telling Claude to substitute in here the directory where this skill is running. And this makes sure that the skill is portable and you're not hard coding in long paths there. Also, note that Claude Code handles PC and Mac compatibility and Linux compatibility automatically. You can use // and it will substitute it as needed for your system. Okay, so with this, we have now equipped Claude Code with a skill that should mean that Claude can send us a push notification. Let's see if it works. Okay, so go into Claude. The first time you'll need to give it permissions to use this directory. I'm going to come in and I'm going to say, please notify me that you're excited to use this skill. Let's see what happens. It's my phone. It's thinking. There we go. I'm excited to use this skill, says Claude. Success. Our new skill works. And now all of this was the appetizer. This was all setting us up for the main point of this video, which is to show you a skill that comes bundled in with Claude Code called Loop. And Loop is great fun. And again, I think it's a nod to OpenClaw. It allows you to get Claude Code to run something periodically. And it might be something to do with your coding, like checking recent PRs, running some tests, making sure your app is up. It could also be something that's unrelated to writing software. It might be something that is a useful business task for you, something you just like it to do, as you might do with OpenClaw. And that's a task I will ask it for right now. So the command is /loop, and /loop tells Claude Code to run something periodically in this session, on your computer in this session. There are other ways that you can have periodic tasks running with Claude in Claude Desktop and also using Claude on the web. And I'm not going to cover them today. They are other things that are for different purposes. What we want to do here is run something periodically inside this Claude session. And that's what I'm going to do. And you start with /loop. And then you can put the frequency of how often you want it to do it. And you can put in some number of seconds, like 10s, or 1m means every minute, 10m means every 10 minutes, 5h would mean every 5 hours. In fact, the smallest interval it will do is 1 minute, and it will round up. So if you were to do 40 seconds, it would in fact run it every minute. But other than that, it does stick to this timing, and we are going to have something that runs every 10 minutes. So what task do I have in store for Claude Code? Well, here's the thing. I want to be one of the first people to know whenever there's new news about LLMs. And I'm constantly caught off guard, like I was, I think, yesterday when GLM 5.1 was released. And I'm constantly waiting for Anthropic Mythos news. And I would like to know about it right away. And I'm checking Hacker News all the time to see what there is. Let's have Claude Code do that for me. Let's say, read the front page of Hacker News and use your skill to notify me of any new stories about LLMs, and we'll have Claude Code do that for us every 10 minutes. And off it goes. It's going to do this. It's scheduled something off that is running scheduling. And right now it's fetching Hacker News. It's now going to see if it needs to notify me about anything. And it's decided that 5 stories, and there they are. I've got 5 stories here, and they've appeared on my screen. I've now been notified about 5 news items on Hacker News that pertains to LLMs. And as you can imagine, I've had this running all day before I made this video, and it's been great that I've been notified not every 10 minutes, but only when it does a refresh of Hacker News and it finds new stories, because all of this is in context in this one session with Claude Code. And so it's able to be smart about identifying whether something is a new story or not. And if you're thinking that this isn't a very friendly use of Hacker News, because I'm hitting their homepage every 10 minutes, and that's not a great best practice, you should probably bear in mind that before I built this, I was hitting Hacker News' page every 1 minute. So this is only reducing the traffic load on Hacker News. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this good use of /loop, and the challenge for you is to find other ways to use it, other ways that you could take advantage of /loop to have Claude Code do work for you. Okay, so today we covered using skills with scripts, also known as code mode, and then we use /loop to run something periodically. And I'd love you to think about ways you can put that into practice, different things you can do with it, and then please do share them with me. I'd love to hear about it, and perhaps even consider doing a PR to this repo so I can see some of your examples out there. For more about using coding agents in Claude Code, I'll put a link to my courses below, and I look forward to seeing you soon for another video.